For most of his life, Daniel Carter believed he was a failure. At school, he was average, not the smartest, not the strongest, not the most confident. While his classmates dreamed loudly and chased success early, Daniel stayed quiet, watching from the back of the room. Teachers said he had potential, but potential never seemed to turn into results. After graduation, life became harder. Daniel tried many jobs: salesman, factory worker, delivery driver, but none lasted long. Some days he was fired, other days he quit, tired of feeling useless. At family gatherings, relatives asked the same question again and again. "So, what are you doing now?" Daniel smiled politely, but inside, the question hurt. Years passed. Friends moved ahead. Marriages, promotions, new houses. Daniel remained in the same small rented room, counting coins at the end of the month. At 35, he stood in front of the mirror one night and whispered, "I'm too late." The words felt heavy, like a final truth. One rainy evening, while waiting for a bus after another long shift, Daniel noticed an old man sitting beside him, sketching in a worn notebook. Curious, Daniel asked, "Are you an artist?" The old man smiled. "I am now. I wasn't always." They talked while the rain fell. The man explained he had worked in an office for 40 years before picking up a pencil at the age of 60. "I was afraid I'd wasted my life," the man said softly, "but then I realized starting late is still starting." Those words stayed with Daniel. That night, Daniel remembered something he had loved as a child: writing stories. He used to write short tales in school notebooks, but life had pushed that dream aside. With no confidence and little hope, he opened an old laptop and began to write again. The first stories were weak. Some were terrible. Rejections filled his email inbox. Still, he continued. He woke up early to write before work. He read books, learned, failed, and improved. Months turned into years. Slowly, his words became stronger. One small magazine accepted his story. It didn't pay much, but it felt like a miracle. At 42, Daniel published his first book. It didn't make him famous overnight, but people read it. Some wrote messages saying, "Your story helped me." For the first time, Daniel felt proud, not because he was successful, but because he didn't give up. Daniel didn't start early. He didn't move fast, but he started honestly, and that made all the difference. Moral: it's never too late to begin. Failure is not the end unless you stop trying.